Joining me live now is Ambassador Gina Abercrombie-Winstanley. She is former Arabian Peninsula Director on the White House National Security Council, and she's currently a Distinguished Fellow at the Atlantic Council, an international affairs think tank. Ambassador, thank you very much for joining us. So Donald Trump's ultimatums have come and gone in the past. Are we about to see a repeat of that, do you think?
Well, thank you for having me. And if wiser heads prevail, then we should see another stand down. It is not by any means certain, unfortunately. But we know that if the president does determine that strikes on civilian infrastructure are the way that the United States goes, two things. One, Iran has made clear they will not go to the Stone Age alone, and our allies in the Gulf will be in great danger for reciprocal strikes, as Iran has already proven itself willing and capable of doing. This means the entire region would be plunged into a level of chaos not heretofore seen, and certainly not desired by our allies in the Gulf and the rest of the world.
And what do you make, Ambassador, of these profane threats of essentially illegal action?
Deeply unfortunate. They exposed the frustration of the president. And of course, we've heard him say multiple times over the last month plus that we have won this war. We're winning it or we've won it. But this tweet shows his frustration that he did not get a quick and easy win. I imagine that the conversations behind closed doors are quite sharp. He may feel that he was misled by his senior advisors who told him this would be quick. We don't know how the conversations are going with the Israelis as well. But he is clearly frustrated and leaving aside the efforts to resume diplomacy. Certainly, threats are not the way to get the Iranians to adhere to what he's asking for, what the United States has said they want. And it shows a lack of understanding of Iran itself.
And he's gone from begging for help with the Strait of Hormuz to saying we don't need it. It is needed, obviously, to bring down global oil prices. Do you think that Donald Trump can leave Iran with the Strait still in Iran's control?
The president has said that the strait would open naturally. Perhaps he's assuming that once the United States declares victory and stops bombing Iran, that Iran would have no further need to keep the strait open and they would open it. They might be charging people, but that ships could go through. That is one thing that he said, in addition to threatening the Iranians if they don't open it. So it's difficult to understand where his head is right now and what he believes is the most efficacious way forward. But to leave the strait closed and to leave our allies in difficult situations, particularly our allies in the Gulf who need it, as well as those in Asia and Europe who need oil and other goods to pass through the strait, will be a huge stain on the United States. For one way or the other, I do not believe he would leave it in that situation.
And just a quick final thought, if I may, Ambassador. Do you think that Donald Trump, and again, we're trying to get inside the head of the president, but might be emboldened by this rescue mission?
I believe so. That was absolutely wonderful luck and training. And of course, the things that the United States has in mind to track crewmen who are behind enemy lines. Connectivity, cyber, the overflights that took place, it was extraordinary. And he knows how dangerous having a hostage taken by the Iranians would have been. So certainly that would have upped his confidence.
Yeah, it's an incredibly high stakes moment. Ambassador, thank you very much for your time this evening.
My pleasure.